Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to some more Nier Replicants, the only stage, and one of the only stage productions that you can attend to right now for free with unlimited seating, but you get what you pay for. The curtain will rise on our hero's journey once again, but please indulge me for a minute as I get to the pre-stream announcements out of the way. First of all, I do apologize for the wish-washy schedule these past few weeks, trying to balance out other hobbies and personal life, and these streams kind of became a little more of a mess than was intended. The other thing that I should mention, and again, this is important, so I'm announcing this now, is that starting next week, the weekly streams, specifically Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so that is 999, Pillars, and Nier, will be on hiatus for the rest of the month due to me being involved in rehearsals for a stage production that I'm in. So that takes priority. So this week will be the last full, I would want to say full week of streams for the month, but obviously that doesn't quite fit the bill. So this will be the last Nier stream for the month. Particularly Saturday and Sunday streams should not be affected by this. Of course, there are other aspects to that to affect that as well. Now, I think that is just about everything. I also do want to say, for those of you who have been sticking around, I personally want to apologize for the last few streams that actually happened. I've been feeling off for the past couple of weeks at least. And I was trying to push myself to do the streams while I was in that state, which obviously was not the best idea. But today I am starting to feel a little more, a little better, a little more like normal. So I'm going to try to make this Nier stream the best it can be. The general game plan for today, and I will let my crew raise the curtain as I am going through this. The general game plan for today is that we are going to go to the Shadowlord's castle, and we are going to go towards ending A, and that is going to be it. We're going to touch ending A, and however long that takes will be the length of the stream. So it could be 3 hours, it could be an hour and a half. It's going to be a really good place to leave off. That way, when we reconvene in August, we can move on into the second playthrough of this game. So, also, hello. This is what I look like. My name is bscat/Robert, depending on how you want to address me. I am the player, I am the streamer. I will be your particular guide through this particular playthrough of Nier Replicant, and this is the face you are going to be seeing. Please don't mind the fact that it is red. I am not sunburned. The sun is reflecting weirdly through my window. That makes my face seem red. I have not been outside enough to be considered sunburned, even though the little bit of time that I am outside, it is like 103 degrees due to humidity. Thanks, heatwave. Either way, that's neither here nor there. Now, we once again begin our ascension up the Lost Shrine to the Shadowlord's Tower. Now, we did do this last time as well. We did take an ascent upwards last time for a few last-minute quests, and that's actually where we got the steel pipe. Through a really, really cool... It was supposed to be like a vision or a premonition that I personally have never seen before, because I've never actually done the Magical Stone quest. Case in point being, I felt like it was a waste of time to climb all the way up the tower, then climb back down. And also, you do get the iron pipe when you go through ending B regardless, so you are going to get this weapon no matter what you do, but what we did last time was just a little bit of a bonus. Also, a little bit of a note. In the time that I was away, I have not touched this game at all. I kind of made the decision after the stream last time that I feel like we're more than good enough to take on what's waiting for us up there. Let's turn it down a little bit for my own sake. I feel like we're good enough for what's awaiting us. After all, this is only the first playthrough. We are going to get stronger as we go through on repeat playthroughs. And also, there's no point in me trying to... You fuck! You know how long it takes to climb these ladders? There's no point in trying to upgrade the weapons anymore, because half of the items that I need to upgrade the weapons are not available to us due to certain circumstances throughout the game. Ooh, MP cost is down. That's 30%. I'm not sure if that's better than what we have, but might as well take a look. It's power. Do I even have anything? Oh yeah, there is the MP cost. There we go. Time for the awesome music as we go into the shrine once again. I honestly love the music that plays during this section of the game. It really kind of solidifies that, like, things have changed within the shrine since we last came here, and the stakes are extremely high. And also, I just love the atmospheric, you know, the atmospheric attempt that they're trying to make here. I've always been a fan of kind of the darker tones of music and some darker themes of storytelling, which honestly is kind of a what's the word for it? Can't remember what the word is for it. It's kind of a paradox, because some of those darker themes, like, trigger me emotionally really bad. So, yeah, that's my life. Just a paradox. So obviously, if it wasn't obvious, we're gonna be using the iron pipe as our main weapon through this run. I feel like it would be appropriate, almost like coming full circle and going back to the beginning. Plus, I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad weapon. Ow. In terms of the two-handed sword and the sphere, there's nothing special that I'm going to be doing with them this time around. However, once I get access to the upgrades that I need on a future playthrough, there is something that I want to do that I think it would be kind of fun. And once again, I have to give props to the sound engineering, the music engineering that they have in this game. The fact that they're able to, when you're in the midst of battle, add more instrumentation, and then when you're just kind of going through the tower, they take the instrumentation away, so it's, again, it's more of an what's the word for it? Why am I blanking out on my vocabulary today? It's more atmospheric. Okay, you can stop with the magic bubbles now. Thank you. Oh god. I've been fucking around too much. It's fine. My health is fine. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. What do you mean you knocked me out of the air? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. How do I do that? How do I do the spinny? Nah, whatever. There we go. Now most of the instrumentation is gone and we're left with the choir again. I looked away from the screen for half a second. So we got the magic rock, magic stone, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Here on top of the lost shrine. And now we're back. take care of the last remaining fucking obstacle in our way. And finally face the Shadowlord. That is, if Nier could figure out how to work ladders. Level 31. Let's go.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah, this is where Weiss and I first met, and first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Weiss?
Well, yes, I suppose, in a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
You cannot turn back from this point. This is the point of no return, so if you have any last-minute side quests you want to do it now.
And now the path is open.
This is a story of a time long, long ago. There was once a beautiful bird with resplendent feathers that lived a quiet life deep in the forest.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before. To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because of a black disease.
I answer, because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
By separating body from soul.
I answer, by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Now that was knowledge that I retained from my previous playthroughs, and also just general knowledge of the lore of the game. In terms of how to actually get the answer, if you are not, if you don't know, Lord, yes, yeah, so real password. So, the first thing is, if you go and try to go through the doors without talking to the birds, it's just going to loop you back to the beginning of the garden. No, I just want to know... Trying to figure out if there's a way that you can actually... Huh. Oh, I see. So, to get the answers, excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. I forgot to change the FPS back, so crap. You didn't get to see the garden in its full glory. To get the answers for the birds, it's a guess and check. There's actually no way, unless you have previous knowledge of the game, so if somebody tells you, or you understand the lore, or whatever the case is, there's no actual way to find the answers. You just have to kind of guess. It's a weird kind of future knowledge in the past type of scenario, where the answers to those questions are going to be explained to you as we go further into the castle, but initially you don't know. It's kind of a weird thing that they did, and I remember getting stuck on this for a long time. Oh, look who it is.
It's the twins from your village.
Popla, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
So... again, this is kind of another weird thing. At the beginning to the castle, they said it was like, oh yeah, you can't return from this point. There's no way you can go back. This is kind of like, are you absolutely sure? This is your final opportunity to go back to the village if you forgot anything. I don't think they actually answered the question. What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here?
I'm not going to answer that. You can figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I thought so. So it's either, we're fully committed, or I guess this is kind of from more a roleplay perspective, but again, your last opportunity, or you're just like, oh yeah, you're right. Let's go back to the village. It's not worth it. No. And this will actually take you back. We're here to rescue Yona.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
But we have to.
Devil, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
What now? They copied my powers.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Devil, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades? Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadowlord.
The Shadowlord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadowlord's castle.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
Okay. So, I have mentioned time and time again how I played through this game. I understand the general lore behind it and everything. We're gonna get the answers that we seek, or at least some of the answers that we seek as we go through the castle. But something that's new that honestly threw me for a loop is the added effects that they added. The additional effects that they added to Vice's dialogue. They didn't have those filters before. The static, the warped speech, which kind of adds a whole new layer to everything. And I appreciate it.
I hear a waltz.
I very much appreciate it. Just making my appearance. I'll see you guys in a minute.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
I think we're locked in.
Of course we're locked in.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Yeah, all of these guests wind up being shades in the very end. And this... I'm trying to figure out what to say that isn't going to be spoilery. Right now, if this is the first time that you're experiencing this, just kind of absorb everything that is being, or just kind of take, I am trapped in a corner, I don't like that, just take in everything that's going on. Nice. Just kind of take in everything that's going on right now, and don't question it. Because this in its own right has an interesting, like, you know, it's very interesting to see. It's like, it's the Shadowlord's castle. Of course, there's going to be a dance hall with a waltz. And everybody is shades. All of the ghosts that we see are shades.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good time.
place!
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us!
Stupid door. Come on. Oh, come on.
Kaine, hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Are they laughing? These things are freaking me out! Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine! We need to help Kaine!
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
Oh yeah, it's giant boar time.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
No, that fight probably would have been a lot harder if I hadn't grinded to hell.
Oh dear.
Oh. Uh-oh. A dirge for a hero. Don't know what that's for, but we got it. Can't do damage to it. You cheater. Stop it.
This thing?
Oh god. No, 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 no.
That fog! Oh no!
Stop it.
Can't stop now. Damn it.
Yeah.
Stay focused, Kaine.
No matter how much we actually
Don't
try
fall
to...
victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
No matter how much we actually try to, like, take this thing down, it doesn't help. It's just going to keep
This way.
releasing that fog. This is important. Don't forget this. The Dragoon Lens is here.
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
I'm working on it. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh no. It's right there. Okay.
can't get it open.
Attack incoming!
Shit. I predicted that too early.
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament. Strike the beast while it's down.
I'm working on it.
Hit the thing while it's down.
I am. Did we forget about its regenerative properties? And there's that fucking fog again. Look at who it is! Unseal the exit! Let our friends through! The people of the mask owe you a great debt. And now is the time to repay it! They can stand to loosen up a bit, huh?
What are you doing here?
My citizens are speaking of your latest adventure. This is the castle of the Shadowlord, is it not?
You are correct.
Then we have a common enemy. We'll hold off this one. Please, keep moving. We are the people of the mask. We will stand our ground until our last breath. I swore it upon Fira's grave. I swore to become a good and just ruler, a king who would protect others from shades. It's open! Now go.
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
We'll meet again, you and I, once all this is over. Until then.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
It's alright. You have to keep going. Defeat the Shadowlord and get your sister back. You must once again know the joy of having one you love by your side. Now then. Say, how many rules are there about what to shout before dying in battle? 88, my liege. Amazing. How do you remember all these things? Do not despair, my liege. We are with you. I know. Let's try this again. By the honor of the mask! For the king, out of our king, the kana of our queen.
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
This is such a good game. It's a powerful game. And again, we're only on ending, like, we're only going through this the first time, but I'm remembering all of this again. Like, all the feelings are starting to come back.
Devila. Popola.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
We obtained the Project Gestalt documents.
Weiss! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait. Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Before we get into this, how about we read those documents that we just got? Project Gestalt, Report 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilized repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the original safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Project Gestalt Report 9182. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. The syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed. With some relapsed gestalts relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there's an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the Gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority, and looks likely to continue for some time. Observer 22, codenamed Devila. Previous one was from Popola. Gestalt Report 10,432. Shorthand minutes of case 23, emergency response conference committee special meeting. Issue, observed upward trend in relapses, noted and discussed. Issue, acceleration of restoration schedule is approved. Debate, over using codename Noir for human restorative schedule. Report, preparations to launch Vice decoding system for above. Report, order collection of guidance and release code for BSCAT along Vice launch. And 11,242. We've determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effects on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend in the original Gestalt, along with its sister, the relapse case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. So, what do we gain from all of this? There was some sort of disease that was killing off humanity. They found some way to preserve human genetic information by separating the human into gestalts and replicants. Gestalts being the body, and replicants being the soul. However, the gestalts started to gain their own sentience and started attacking the replicants. This is what has been happening the entire time, is that us as gestalts, we were attacking shades. And so the restorative process, the process to try to put the body and the soul back together, was sped up with the release of Vice and the kidnap of Yona. I believe there are other Gestalt reports that we are going to be collecting, so I'm not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. But now we have to fight once again Popola and Devila.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No, I'm nothing.
Sorry. Bye.
Thing like you.
Devila? Devila?
Popola, are you crying?
No! Don't die!
You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it.
This world is too too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devil! Devil! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devil!
Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to—
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
No stopping ever!
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped!
I've got an idea!
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Again, it is honestly really interesting how they did that. Popola and Devila have been alive for 1,300 years, watching the world go through its cycle of death and birth over and over again, created to oversee Project Gestalt even when the last of humanity is gone. And they were ready to go to fight Nier, to fight Beastcat, and Vice, and Kane, and Emil. They were resolved. They were talking about how they had their desires, and we had ours, and that's just the way the world was. And then Devila dies, like actually dies. And Popola finds out all too late that even though they're literally just bodies created for a purpose, she has emotions. And, you know, she lost the only one that mattered to her. And I'm not even going to get into the whole self-defense aspect, but whatever. She's like, well, it's too late. We passed the point of no return. We can't stop now. And then she just goes batshit. And see, that's there could be two things that we humans say: either survivor's guilt or just remorse. Either way, it shows that even they themselves had gained enough sentience to fall under the same thing the rest of the Gestalts were dealing with. And then, you know, obviously you saw that Emil kind of sacrifice himself. And now it's just Kaine, Vice, and Beastcat. We just have a few hallways left between us and the Shadowlord. Let's go.
Yona! This ends here.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadowlord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
No! Impossible!
Be careful!
I know!
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Wait. Brother?
Yoda.
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kind, watch over Yoda for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this! Vice, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come to... Just do it! Strike the killing blow! One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shadowlord. Is Yona all right? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone? Is that you?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister, you have a good life, Kay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look! It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it. Thank you. I love it. sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
And that was ending A. I wanted to stay quiet just to make sure that everything was heard. So the ending's a little ambiguous because they're obviously back to their younger selves. But it's kind of the picture of a happy ending, you know? Beastcat and Yona have each other, and then the Shadowlord and that Yona have each other. And then the only one that we don't know whose fate, how it turned out, was Kane's. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of a happy ending. So the stuff that was said about Project Gestalt before, this is kind of what happened with the Shadowlord and Yona is kind of an interesting take on it. So it was made mention before. I guess I can put this back now. It was made mention before that Project Gestalt was a project to separate the soul in the body to keep this white chlorophyll disease from eradicating the human race. And the general idea was to wait for that disease to, you know, just kind of kill itself, to burn itself out, and then reunite the soul in the body afterwards. And then I also mentioned, and it was also mentioned, the fact that the Gestalts kind of gained their own consciousness, their own desires and hates and fears and everything. Like they were becoming a real person. So because things developed that far, Project Gestalt kind of failed in its original goal, because you know, you could see with Yona, the Gestalt and the Replicant were brought back together. Body and soul were brought back together, but now there were two souls in the body instead of just one. So it didn't work. What Yona was saying about the other girl speaking the entire time, that was our Yona. Like, our Yona's body kind of gained a soul throughout its existence, and now it was conflicting with the original owner. I have a theory that if the Shadowlord and Beastcat reunited, the same thing would have occurred. But, you know, you could see there, much like with Popola, the Shadowlord kind of just went batshit insane when Yona passed. And Vice kind of used the rest of his ability to, I'm guessing, at least hinder the Shadowlord's ability. I'm not 100% sure what happens there. But you know, it was a really good fight. It was a really good final fight, and we are going to be going through it 3 more times. But each time that we go through, or I guess the next 2 times that we go through, we're gonna have something added to that final section as a whole. Obviously, I don't want to spoil what that is, but that is what consists of the B, C, and D endings. I wonder, do they allow... Nope, still unskippable. Yeah, it all came back to me how powerful the ending was. The entirety of the Shadowlord's castle. But you could see now, what I was talking about before about like the riddles from the birds at the entrance. They didn't make sense at the time, but as we went through the Shadowlord's castle, the pieces started to fit together. So we're going to save here. Ending A has been achieved, and now we're level 33. Ending B, load your clear data after completing the game to experience Kinase story. You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through departed mother's diary. Change music has been added to the game section. So if we happen to load back the game, if we load the clear data section, we have ending A, and you can see that we're back in the library. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Kaine's dreams, discrimination. We're going to get a little bit more of a look into Kaine's character in the second run. However, I did say that we would be going through ending A and stopping. It's a good place to stop, because it'll allow us to jump right into the second run the next stream. So. This is an excellent game. And the more that I play it, the more I am solidified in my happiness that they re-released it. However, much to my dismay, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. Because I'm doing it on stream, I won't be able to play anymore until the streams start back up again. So, as was said in the beginning, it's the final Nier stream for the month. The only Nier stream for the month, if I'm being honest. And we will pick this back up in August. For the rotation for content of the rest of the week, Thursday and Friday, nothing is happening. Saturday is a coin toss, but if there is a stream, it's going to be Fable 3 with everybody. Sunday should not be affected. So Sunday will be more Persona 5 Royal, New Game Plus, hard mode playthrough over on the Twitch channel. And then, as I mentioned before, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of those streams are going to be put on hiatus until I can get back to it. In terms of video content, in addition to the streams returning in August, the next video series that I want to do, the game is being released at the end of July, so the video content should be rebooting back in August as well. And for those of you who don't know, that is going to be on Chris Tales. Moving forward, I've made this speech in the past, but I want to kind of address it again. I did mention in the beginning how I've been kind of feeling off the past few weeks, and part of that has been because of outrageous amounts of burnout between work, work, family, the group gatherings, and the streams. I have had so many obligations on my plate that I've actively burnt myself out. So maybe I'm just kind of talking to the wind here. Maybe nothing is going to change. But moving forward, I am going to keep more of an eye on myself on how I'm doing. I may call off streams for just personal days instead of unfortunate circumstances like, I don't know, the people that are involved in the stream can't get together for some reason, or something else is happening. Another reason might be added on to that, where I just need to take a personal day or two just because I'm feeling burnt out. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that, because I like my consistency, and I like keeping everybody notified of what's going on, especially if it is involving content that they actually enjoy and they're looking forward to it each week. I don't want to leave them hanging. So please, just kind of keep that in mind. So I went over everything that was going on this channel. In terms of Chris's channel, he's slowly been starting to try to reboot his stuff a little bit. He's working on videos, including reaction videos, the Earthbound series that he's doing with Pooja, streams, this, that, and the other thing, a whole bunch of content. According to him, he is going to try to start up an active stream schedule again, starting Thursday, I believe. We'll see how that goes, but definitely keep an eye out for that. In terms of PJ and Suzie's channels, PJ with his 1 and Suzie with her 2, Suzie, Guatney, and Rowan Rose, they are both in the same boat. They are both on a very long hiatus, with the end in sight not happening. The end is not anywhere in sight right now. However, and this statement is true for all 4 channels, there is different types of content across the 4 channels. A lot of stuff that has been uploaded in the past that you can kind of take a look at if you're curious on each of our styles. In particular, I do want to give special attention to Rowan Rose, which is Suzie's art channel. Suzie does amazing art. She does a fantastic job. So if you haven't checked out her stuff over on Rowan Rose, I highly suggest that you do. And obviously, if you like it, maybe throw a commission her way. I support your artist friends. But before I kind of move on with the rest of my spiel, I do want to revisit the whole thing about, all of this is kind of a hobby. YouTube isn't paying us to do this. We do this just because we enjoy doing it. which means that we have to make money somewhere so we can make a living, eat, have housing, and all of that. So we are all working in some sort of wacky schedule. Some schedules are more consistent than other words, but it does kind of kick our asses. So once again, if the content on these channels is affected by that, please know that we are trying to do our best, but there are some days where it's just kind of impossible to do everything. So with that out of the way, the fifth member of our group, that is Pooja/Smiley. I did mention her before. She doesn't run a channel per se, but she joins us from time to time. As mentioned previously, she's in the Earthbound series over on Chris's channel. She's also in the group streams that we do, and those are usually the Saturday slots, which currently is the Fable 3 series. We do all of this because it's fun. We wouldn't be doing it if that wasn't the case. For those of you who don't know how this works, at the end of every stream, I do give a general layout of the next week's content. Whether it's me repeating the same things over and over again, or whether there are discrepancies in the schedule, I do like to keep, as I said before, I like to keep everybody notified. They happen, on the day, the game that's being played with the people I'm playing it with, on the platform that I mentioned. And usually these streams start sometime between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If that doesn't happen, if it's not within those parameters, it either means that we are late, which happens more time than I would care to admit, or the stream is canceled. If there is a cancellation, I 99% of the time do try to announce it on Twitter. So if you haven't already, definitely go and follow me over there, so you're notified of any changes. Everything that you need to know is in the description of each of these streams, so you don't miss out on any relevant information. That being said, we love what we do, and there are a multitude of projects that are in the works that kind of prove that fact and prove that we aren't going anywhere anytime soon. There may be hiatuses from time to time, but we're not like permanently shut down. On this channel alone, for each stream day that I have mentioned, it has its own list of games that we need to get to, and that list keeps getting longer and longer. I am honestly amazed how many projects we are bouncing at one time. But regardless, as an audience, I want to thank you guys as well for joining us on all of these wacky adventures. Whether you are actively talking to us in the chat, whether you were lurking, whether you're watching the stuff in the future, whether you have this on as background noise, and whether you're popping in and out of the stream, in whatever capacity you turn on this content, and I hope enjoy it. Thank you for taking time out of your days to do so, and we hope to see you involved as an audience, as chat members in future videos, streams, whatever projects we're working on as well. It is always nice to hear that you guys are enjoying watching the stuff as we enjoy, making the content. It's very motivational, I can tell you that. However, before I talk myself to death, I probably should go, but one final thing that I forgot to mention is that this past weekend, on Sunday in particular, I did take a look at the Neo The World Ends With You demo on stream. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly suggest that you do. Much like Nier, I am an avid fan of the World Ends With You series. It's definitely within my top favorite games. So, I'm very excited for that. But you can get more details over there. And if this outro is all over the place today, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to vocalize everything. If all of the stuff that we are doing, that I am doing to notify you is just not enough, or if you don't have the energy to sit down and scroll through the end streams, ends of streams every time I do a stream for updates on the schedule. You can also, you know, click the subscribe buttons on these channels and click those bells so you're notified of whatever content we put up live or video when it happens. Okay, I think that is everything now. Everything was a little jumbled. But as I said, I'm going to head on out for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. If Nier is the only thing that you are here for, then I suppose I will meet up with you all again in August, where we will begin to tackle the other endings to this game. If you are kind of a more, you know, if you enjoy different stuff on this channel, then at least on the weekends I should still be able to see you guys. Or, you know, if you come here whenever, then I will see you guys whenever. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Good night, everybody.